Hello and welcome. My name is Aaron. I am the developer of Engineer Alpha, and today we will be taking a look at some new content that will be coming in version 0.6. We're going to start by creating a new game. We are going to be in creative mode as well as on a flat world. A flat world is a new feature that will be coming that will allow you to create a completely flat world that has no trees or other objects in the way. We are going to start by getting a few items out of the cheat menu. We're going to need some coal, some dirt, as well as a cable shovel. Now, our cable shovel digs horizontally, so we need to place down some dirt to dig through. We go there, make it nice and big, and then place some down in the world like so. We're gonna make it about 3 high like so. This is because the cable shovel does require to be able to overhang over what you want to dig, so it has a dig limit of about 4 blocks that it can dig through, and it won't be able to dig through, say, a flat wall. If we place down our cable shovel like so, you can see it's rather large. And if we turn on our block grid, we can see it does require quite a bit of space around it. This is because it does swing and it needs room to do so. So we're just going to place it down right there. And the cable shovel comes in 2 different menus that it has when you interact with it. The first one, when you interact with the main body, contains your fuel slots and your fuel gauge, as well as your machine status, which is currently no power as we have not put in any fuel, but any other things such as an object blocking it or a missing block that it can't drive forward or anything else that would interfere with its normal operations will be displayed here like any other machine in the game. Also to the back there is the trailer, which holds its dug inventory. It currently has a ability to hold 30 different items slots, but that could change over time if it's deemed that it doesn't hold enough or too much. We'll see. Now, if we go and add some coal, we're going to start driving forward, and it will drive forward until it finds something to dig. It can only drive in a straight line, but it will keep going until it finds something, and there it finds something, and we start to dig. Now, the cable shovel can only dig 1 block at a time, but it does so very efficiently in terms of energy cost. So it's not going to be something that you will want to use later in the game, as there will be other methods to dig horizontally that will be faster, but they will likely be much more expensive in terms of an energy cost. So that is one way that the cable shovel will excel over its counterparts. It does dig 1 block at a time, like I said, but that block is individually calculated and found at the time of digging. So the system could be expanded to have other larger cable shovels. There are no current plans for that in the tech tree, but it's something that could happen. I don't know what the future will bring, but maybe. Additionally, it does mine in kind of a semicircle in front of it. So if you look here, you can see it's a 5 block wide. Oh, get out of its way. blocks wide for the first layer, and once it finishes those, it will drive forward, and then the next layer will kind of continue out that semicircle. It's 13 blocks across, so it's a very wide cut that it makes. So you won't need a ton of them to clear the ground. And we're just about finished with this little section, and we're drive forward. As you may notice, it does have the we want to see it does show what it's mined in the bucket as it mines. Currently we only have dirt, but there will hopefully be some form of animation of it dumping it into the trailer. That's currently a work in progress. And I think that pretty much covers the cable shovel. There's not a lot to it. It kind of, you give it fuel and it digs forward. It's intended to be an object that you would use if you say we're in a biome with minimal ground variation and wanted to clear the land as a way to create a factory or house or building or anything that you would like to be on flat ground to start with. It probably wouldn't be the best choice if, say, you wanted to remove a mountain, but you could, and I'm not going to stop you, so you can use it that way. You would just have to do it about 2 meters at a time, very slowly digging down. Another feature that you may have seen earlier is there will also be some updates to the autosave system in 0.6. On screen there is a notification when an autosave occurs, as well as autosaves will be adjustable in their time between. So previously it was every 4 minutes. It will be updated to be able to be adjustable by the player to between 1 minute and never, with about 6 options in between that. Up to 24 minutes is the longest. As well as autosaves will no longer be a single autosave for all games. There will be 3 different autosaves that it will save into, choosing the oldest among those 3. One final thing on the cable shovel is its technology slot is currently somewhere early iron. It's not meant to be something that uses a large amount of complex parts. It will be fairly expensive in terms of actual cost-wise. It uses quite a bit of iron, but other than that, it's not meant to be a super expensive item that you spend a lot of crafting time on. Just sink some parts into it, throw some fuel into it, and clear some land. So don't worry about it being overly cost prohibitive. It might move a little earlier, probably not later in the technology tree. I have not completely decided yet, but it's not going to be super late and super expensive. Are we just about finished with another layer here? Yep. So that one, and then we slowly drive forward. And I think that just about does it for this developer preview. My hope is to do one of these about every month. So this covers July. Next month, 0.6 should be out, barring any catastrophes, and we will start talking about 0.7 content. And 0.7 content is very interesting and very significantly different than 0.6 content. There's much more of it. It'll be great. I hope to see you in the next one.